When we have an adult disabled child, the parent does a lot of things. As you might know, as that parent, or as maybe you're an aunt or an uncle or a neighbor, you've seen this. The parent of an adult disabled child is doing all the medical management, all the appointments, all the medications, everything. They're taking care of the living situation for the adult disabled child. They're managing the money, and they're also being mom and dad. So we always like to have people plan ahead. Who's going to take over all these roles for me? Because eventually there will be a day where I can't do all these roles. We like to have, remember we said when we turn 18 we should all do a healthcare proxy and a power of attorney? The same goes for adult disabled children. I've met plenty of cognitively disabled children who still have enough capacity, more than enough capacity, to sit with me, and I know they meet my legal threshold to understand what is a healthcare proxy, what is a power of attorney, and I can have them sign that. Because remember, we turn 18, nobody can speak for us, so everybody needs a healthcare proxy and a POA. And I stress this because if you have been told by a social worker, like, well, you need to go get a guardianship for your child, you might, but you might not. We might be able to do a healthcare proxy and a POA, which is way easier and way cheaper than guardianship and conservatorship for your child. Inheritances. Holly mentioned special needs trust several times. This is a biggie. When we have adult special needs children, like the Cardinal Cushing down on 53 in Hanover, people can go, I think you can private pay, but most people are there because they're on public benefits. They've got Mass Health, they've got a DDS housing slot. Through DDS, they get to go to the day program. So we want adult disabled children to be on public benefits because they get all those things, and to get your housing and your day program and your health insurance through Mass Health. You have to be disabled and you have to be broke. Disabled and broke. So a lot of people know that to be an adult disabled child actually requires a lot of money. You need housing, you need food, you need rides, you need medical care, you need fun. So there's this complete dichotomy. To have your public benefits, you have to be disabled and broke. But the fact of the matter is you actually need money to live on when you're disabled. So how do we do that? People will leave their money to their child in a special needs trust. So if you've got a special needs child in your life, you need to know that you don't want to leave her money outright, because then she loses her benefits, loses her Mass Health, loses her day program, which means she loses her friends and her dances and her clubs, etc. So we don't want to give her any money directly. She's got to be disabled and broke. So we're going to leave her money in a bucket called a special needs trust. And if you really wanted to, you could read the federal Medicaid statutes and the federal Social Security statutes, which come right out and say, like, yes, she needs to be disabled and broke. And oh yes, you can leave her all the money in the world as long as it's inside a special needs trust. Congress did both of those things.
28 years ago.
And haven't updated anything, especially the $2,000 rule. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna, so what is a special needs trust? Oops, sorry. It's a bucket, hopefully a fun colored bucket like this one. And again, it's pieces of paper. Where's Holly's trust? So instead of being called ABC Trust, it would be called, trying to think, not the lamb.
Pinky Williams.
Pinky Williams?
Pinky Williams.
Pinky Williams Special Needs Trust. So probably her parent, is Pinky a he or a she?
I prefer not to say.
Pinky Williams' parents, grandparents, aunt, uncle, godparents, somebody who wants to leave her money is going to set up the Pinky Williams Special Needs Trust. Right? They're going to sign it, set it up with a lawyer, and they're going to name somebody to be her trustee, maybe her cousin, maybe her sister, maybe another lawyer. And into that trust, the parents, the grandparents, the aunt and uncle, whoever it is, are going to say, we're going to leave her whatever they want to leave her. Maybe it's 50% of our estate, 30% of our estate, maybe $100,000 out of our estate. Whatever they want to leave her is going to go into that special needs trust. And because it's in the special needs trust, it's not in her name, because for a special needs adult to be on public benefits, what do they need to be?
Disabled.
And broke. So that is why we set up special needs trust, and that's what a special needs trust is. And basically you're going to name somebody who you think would be a good trustee for her. Who's the right person to manage money for her? And it might be someone in her life, it might be a professional trustee.